Abusuafo, yes, I'm Mama Kwaba BM Ever Counseling Time with Counselor D.Y. Donkoh. Happy New Month. Enkoma ye busuafo ni obi biara a wajebre a wohye wotie ye bebia wo wiase afana nyina ye bremo nchia. Counseling Time de wa wani tua afe ne yesi July mu pepepe ye de Nyankopon ase. Aye bosomi etosonson ni de wo se bibia mu no hu se no ma beko ye ama. No ma beko se ne wo se ko. Inti nyagide weradim enwo so enkihim bibia ebesi ye senia wo hwehwe senia da ye no adwada de yetenase na nsama mo pese yetenase ne ye pensempensemu ne amamo adwenkyere no na yaye ni nyina pepepe edi amamo inti enenso yaje ye dwaidie ye ba aba betwetwe nkomo senia be ya wade ne mpratwe na bibia akoso kama midi dache hima Obagadoza legetete Valerie Ejimenta yen try ho ye ba ye betwaso Abusuafo, yes, I'm Mama Kwaba BM Ever Counseling Time with Counselor D.Y. Donkoh. I nature say our dear name plantre honkomo and chile say ye de babe shisha so send ye beya. Yenina ye be hu baby a ye de fapim beba kofa na bibia akwa kosi pepepe. Aye jua day dear send ya die no messages na wa aye hwea yentimi enkenkan no mpofri mu wukuada no na chile say jua da yatenase na ye de bibia ahihye so kama. Enti beka ye ho na fe counselor tuyefo na wonso wode wadwenkyere enamase na nipa no nso wanya ahotoso kama counselor ma wakwa
ye nua
ho ayefe
ozo ho ayefe
e fatal
what's
the market was a green
fabric center shades of blue
fabric center where green
fabric
omoya de
nyami hira no
ye chese fabric bia wo hwehwe bia no
wo sabeka rolling spark yeah mokola yeah China mall no yesua yes said be o chira meko because yasa sabeka no what anyway just by the way
yeah de Nyankopon ase
amen
fabric center for Nyankopon
nyami hira no
onkoso nyamkese counselor sani adaye ye no ye bekin kan sem ni bi messages na aba no some are very very interesting enti eya na epuba obi se dada media no me Sunday nya ne ada na antimi kan so wonti ase ye kan messages me ensam duada bia na me ka chen say na die
eya de ebedu ne so
ebedru so enti yakotre na bibia enkoso kama enti sani adaye ye no making kind messages that we take it from there. Okay. Enti I say good evening Counselor and Val. Please, I have issues with my husband about our finances. I live abroad with my kids and my husband, 3 kids. At the moment, I am not working due to the fact that my kids haven't gotten admission in schools. So the government gives us money. The kind of money the government gives us every month is quite wholesome. My husband sees this money as a threat to his own salary because when he combines every amount of money that comes through, it is bigger than the salary he earns monthly. The money I get at the end of the month is what I use for food, clothes, and other stuff for myself and our 3 kids. He uses some of his salary for our building project in Ghana. So aside that, all that is left, he uses it for himself. Counselor, he doesn't contribute anything in the house, be it financial. When sometimes I'm in need of money and I ask him, he tells me he doesn't have money. But when his siblings or a friend from Ghana ask him of money, he sends them without blemish. I confronted him about this and he tells me in Chi, wunim say, miniska. But counselor, as a man of the house, I expect him to at least make an effort, but he doesn't do that. What should I do? And at a particular point in time, there would be changes, most definitely. But then what do? I really need your advice. Thank you so much. Counselor,
yeah.
Where do you Ghana? Ghana had the
as a wabani be mani nyina wa bruchiri. The edi kan ma me chia busuafo.
Chia yen.
Busuafo me chia wo bia yen aye pa bia asua. ya ye pesi esua de me chia we bia yere ni ku amohwe ejane na amohwe fiancé ni fiance emprantwefo a ye hwe ye nyina yesua de na oba yesua de na ye ho aduru na ye nyina aboa ntipa cho be chia we bia wo papa no kura da one is be mai ni suni ne ban ya ye se ememme bia minim wo musu ma wade ye wade a enyemme eyeyen acho mami sati mfini wo se me wade ya be ye single no me kasa me me nkoa eye media ye wade a eyeye dia. So we don't talk me.
Yes.
We don't speak I.
Yeah.
We talk about we.
Yes.
Now, Ben may kasa ya say will be ogusi single. You free Ghana kodu abruchiri. Abruchiri, there are many opportunities by the grace of God. On system no, a year Juma say a kwam faso din your matu 2 year no, a boa mmofra. Na sabu ye penikura utumi nya so mfaso de sabio e say Ghana aye guso aye ye ho say nyambe ba ye adom. Na hwade say abruchiri ye tua mmofra ka. Na chere say e month bia so akakraba. American land in Europe no. Na ubo say couples eti and abusiantia a journey nano, a many papa no, and your mama 2, 3, 4, 5. I broach the crowd there. I quite say, oh, don't do out 10 years.
Yes, sir.
Because Busumi be abofrano, I will skaka crab in chain. Now, all Casano, natural seki yaka, says canabari a mofrani sika, and yet Johnny Nadia Nenso, and mofrani soon for Sudia, and Yanyano. Now, Wabano. Wa sheda nya adwuma saa meboa utie senuma na on sheda nya adwuma saa be ma ne mum na ye adwuma na so enkwala mi ensa ni sika e ba no e wa abruchire no enu bi na wo ba ne de to nnuane gu fie eni bi to 7 tade ye mbofra no na wo ba no so enya kakra de ahwe ne ho adane ne ho na so no kura da woni se nya mbofra sika enka hwan ena be hwe wo ba no eti yemfa ni se and young friend Sikana, what bear man, once you are married to a woman, you are responsible to and over the woman. It is a young friend Sikaya, Naka will bear me. When I will bear the provider of the house.
True.
Not the woman, rather, not the kids. It is a friend Sika crabber. Men now, don't feel comfortable to relax to say that Minisika, Minya be mount. Why? Because equality sikadiba, edubi na udi, edubi na di church jani, edubi na di tongue tadie. And so what? Let me say this. And my friend is sick. Na be man no ya me wa say, obana mo wakwenya say kakra wunya no, fa bi be si na wo fie. Men fentia bills. And sister, let me tell you, abrochire for beka chiro sa abrochire, ade are very very expensive. Eye accommodation. Number 1, number 2. Lighting system, say heater, light bill, bills. Yeah. So let me get our bills, light bill, water bill, heater, accommodation and bills. Sika ejeno. Eni wo ba ni nyansa ni ne do, eni ni nya bisuro. Eni abusia do a wenye ti wase osika na krachi. Mama ye bi. Sani a uji bia esa. So we don't care. Mama ye bi nkwala ni de no, be de be hwa mbofra no. Be de bia di dwa. Bidibia ya shop ya mawo na chese wo bills aka de board ye de mo friend ska de tua. Look at the wise woman. Bills and the board ye de mo friend bisika, which is not right, because that money could have been saved into the accounts of the kids. But yeah, before na ye free ayakon ye do a chininti ye de mo friend ska to nyoma. You understand? Number 1, utia bill. Number 2, utia accommodation, but unya baby da. Number 3, water, light, all these bills you don't pay. Eti wonu ko ba ni mmofra no adom kakra wanya no ka at least spend some on your wife. And you know be betufu say any man who is not providing for the wife simply because what bani will be, in fact you are not the man enough. I won't say sorry. I won't say anything to it. Every man, once you marry a woman, you are responsible. It tells us you are a man. A man is somebody who is able to provide and provide shelter over the family. Yeah. You don't cry there. I don't be a domoma. I broach a dumti. It is cabebreba when you are the awo yiri beserobia. Binibi. ma bibi minibi but onye bi bre abusuafo wo fie ni nnavofo hwade eya na me ka kire awade fo mu ntiem ba ma bia ntiem na hu se nyame ya adom na ado andom na wo nyame de ope na oye de ya na se nyame ya adom na stroke bowa ubi onia wo yere na bepepa
sabe.
I'm sorry. I just want men to understand that over there, the best person who must be treated well must be your wife. Every man, listen, no matter how rich you are, and no matter how rich your wife is, in fact, asem towa, dachi, and the only woman who will stand and defend the disgrace will be your wife. Not your friends. In fact, asem to job, everybody left, including the second wife. So it tells you that there are women who can live and there are women who can stand. Minimesikaphobia and nesabi stroke abobom. Womo yirenom and the tete sabi omo because and the giant. How do you say it in Chi? Tina mechanic toilet, you know, me, I don't know how to say. Omajanai. Thank you, Sister Nyamishra. Ejanai. Well, and Nesikaphobia, we are not saying stroke is a, you know, we are not encouraging that stroke here. And I say, but I'm telling you, we're hearing a better to me. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to say it. Number 2, and Guasiakawa, we really never defend the war. Number 3, asem sifia, waba na ebejia jina, misibi kwanya, because I'm saying you, misibi kum, misi, hey, che, osuwe, sabio, obawe Jimmy, when in now, uko, osema waya, but I said them one, not that is sunia ereho. It cannot be too bad, maybe I for say, if you have money, the best person to spend the money on should be your wife. Not your uncles, not your brothers, not your sisters. Why? Because that the same people can turn and say, "We are Jiminy. Tamanda wosikano. Udu sika sabe yankwasiade. You couldn't save money." So me can't you be say your family is your wife and your children. The team of friends sika ya de yefia de na usika watona. Ma you be there. Na kabema papa kra de wo yiri busa usika. What the man? You give your wife money, she must not ask and demand money. If you have money and you don't give your wife, it's a curse, not a blessing. Every man should understand this. So when you don't have, and she knows you don't have, and genuinely she comes to ask, and you don't have, it's okay. Even heaven knows you don't have. And the wonderful thing about some women, not all, is that when she's a good wife, a good mother, when you don't have, they feel so bad and empty that they can even go and borrow. Or the little she has, if she has. And when she can be broken, remember this is DB. What must say? Etika Bema way should have been able to appreciate the wife. Say, and my friends would be provisions, would be shopping, mom, mincha bills, and you bisikano, ajua, efia, akusia ya, ama, bisikano, miminya $1,000 a month, minya $500 a month. What do you think we can do with it? First, you then. And then the interesting verse say, "Our property is going to be for us. A good man leaves inheritance for his children. Eti ko ba papa. Eti ka usi kan so nya se no no dwen dan na on. Usu ni bagi usi kan say nyame adu ye cha bika busu mi ye cha bika metumi ama €200, metumi ama £200, metumi ama $200. They can be pese de ko Ghana ko to adan so. Adwa, wodi say afia frame sisi abechiri ba bienu no. O se me money $200 but Charlie, ya money na he. O so eye fa ni na money no. Whatever decision you take towards your family as a man, at least reason with your wife. What is the essence of getting married to a woman you don't reason with? What were they about in England? And what were in here? Women were not created to only produce babies. They were there to be supportive. They were there to help men to find themselves. And in other words, in a nice way, you are saying that you are a woman, but you are not important. I can leave you alone, do it for myself. And then maybe I do it on your own. So men want to cry. Men teach will be baba. Can two people work together? If you want to have a successful marriage, think with your wife, reason with your wife. Make sure your wife is part of your future. Other than that, you are a fake husband. The man is not trying, but the Esha Obani Kuna say, "Oh, cry ni mudin." Oh, cry, integrity. Oh, cry ni mudin. Now on there, on say she will focus on the kids. raise them well, and then ignore the man and how he's using his money. Now, so wow, body emotionally. I mean, you wonder why your husband will be so wicked on you. And wow, about body kakra, wow, about kind of knee kakra, about shin kakra, wow, no, what to your giant back say, hey, Bema, to see, yeah. Also to more you, one young bako. Now, so, my man is so bitter about the man. 1 year in the home, because bitterness will not even allow her to have that emotional freedom to raise their children well. To ocean kwalano, kakra bebano, kwalano, ifie, but omani kunti says what you are doing will not help the family tomorrow. So baby, whatever you are doing to your wife and your kids can affect you tomorrow. So don't look at just now to do what you are doing.
Okay. And see, Ohima, don't look at just now. Mema nasem and a counselor ama yatia siye no eti wadaruma one oba ebobra enkomo ehuhia enkabom ehuhia na mwatimi efri adumu akwa adumu mo cha adwene mudi nkomo ni nyina eka ho bi na ohwe Facebook comment na eba na kire se enya asem ketwa abro kire Europe for Germany Belgium baby biara utimu se tuya nkwala ne ka na fei mema no womo ne mai
no many aso especially nkwala ye be 3 4 5 na ohun scan sa ayo I go say scan number o say atomo o say sir all right na say ne de enko and then na fe say papa be pi na kakra onyaye no wo de atade abeche na it's a blessing. Why do father work? Why should the father work? Why do you work? You work so that you can provide for your children. It's a blessing. Faye and just say ja. Odu sika to ade abra wo ba. Na daddy, God bless you. O yire say amikun. Me da nyame asesa me wado nyame hira.
Tete no nanka yi we de be ma no mom e de ma na yire na oba no mom de ama nkwala no. Enti akwala dia ni say
who bought this shoe for you? As mommy.
But sisi normal sesa.
Come on.
Akwala ni nim say the shoe daddy bought it for me.
Yeah, me ba no adom who bought this for mommy?
Ono nim say ni bibia ne papa na to.
Daddy. Yeah.
We are there.
Thank you.
Sunday yeah. It's the next message naturally say yeah the diakan so ashisha. Hello Auntie Valerie.
But I'm
please.
sorry to stop you.
Okay,
I'm
please.
sorry, sorry. Please forgive me.
No
I know it's not professional, but I'm sorry. I can be about to say one of the most painful things in the heart of a woman is when the husband does not add him to his decision. Let's talk about it. Oh, yami. China abana mekano. If I'm chow, say my bem. One of the most painful, one of the most bitter side of women. Is when Bemani take decision. For example, when you be to be said, oh, fear that Bemana go for the bush and for the fee. Oh, fear another cousin, and brother, and you village jabba. I was kojo. Now one mama man here cross uni aneba so aba quay. You know sabe was sent to fuaka and married women bebre they are not happy the way their husbands are treating them, especially in terms of their decision. When one of man implementing decision, you know. I am the head of the house. What is the use of the woman? So we are begging men, try, this is something to be, cultivated. I idea was so usiaye. And you better say you and our dear money be bro yesia and yen pay na deba. And yen yankro pon na de adoma chede ba. Yesia learn how to do it. Learn how to talk to your wife. What in the monk yeah. Menya sasi o kaso. Be be say because what do you think about? Anka akoto na langas jeya. Abenyino say adwa. We dem here sorry o. Onu say last can be say me surprise o. Oboa. Koto asase langas fafu. O ye sem ye dem ase.
Diabana bibia mu no yemfa aseda emawrade
enye nyina de aseda ma
no sa o de ka to ka de atara ho.
Thank you. So please let's talk to our wives. The men we should communicate.
Counselor, there's a second message. All
right.
Okay. Hello, Auntie Valerie. Please hope all is well. I have a very big issue. I wouldn't know how to go about it, how to even start. But my husband, my now husband, when was my boyfriend, was very awesome. Honestly, he was neat. He was understanding. He was such that everywhere I would go, this man was there. He wanted to know exactly how I was doing every particular minute and would come to my aid in the least minute. I said yes to his proposal because I felt this was all I was looking out for. Now, the issue here is he is the only son of his mother. The mother calls him every single day. They talk every single day, in the morning and in the evening. The first issue is it right that a husband in his matrimonial home should be talking to his mother every single time? Now, another thing is, I just delivered and I have moved to my mother's end. He doesn't call to check up on me. He doesn't call to tell me what exactly is happening to him at that particular point in time. Everything about him has just turned awkward. It's as though his mother has to even tell him to go and bath before he would move to go and bath. He's a good man. And the issue is, when I ask for a divorce, he starts to cry. He will cry till the next morning, and then I would say, I'm not going anywhere. Counselor, Auntie Val, I feel this is an immature man, and I don't know how to go about it anymore. They have talked to him. I have spoken to counselors, and I have spoken to church elders, and they have sat him down, but he doesn't see anything wrong with what is happening at the moment. He's Mama Banti. Sir, these are things that I have to deal with. What do I do with an immature husband? We are 3 years in this marriage. Counselor.
Wow, this is one of the most difficult things to do now. All right, so Val, this is a boy living in a man's body. Period. And so women must learn this lesson, that you don't just walk about to meet a man in stature and then conclude and say he's a man. You need to find out who you are dealing with. And in the dealing with a man, in your dealings with a man, you need to understand that you are looking for what is in him, not what he says. What he says most of the time does not qualify his identity than what he does from him. So a man is described to be a man because of what is coming out of him.
True.
Out of the abundance of the heart.
The mouth speaketh.
The only person you qualify a man or boy or a husband. Now, let's start from beginning. Or say, lady, they say the husband then to be.
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend, no. Was a very good man, gentle, very neat.
Not tired, no.
Or talent, no. You're very romantic. Obaya, my make a crunch, having a good, consistent attitude and good character in marriage is a work. Okay, please, what did you be me?
Very important.
Me. So I love to talk about me, not anybody as an example.
Yeah.
I am the perfect example. Me. Okay, so single, very neat. Very disciplined. I mean, I don't play games with my shoe.
Yeah.
They be cleaning it. My room bed sheet intact. My panties, singlet, be intact. Now, what they trim? Do trim prano? Okay, the best. Say, guy, you serious? Hey, man, no need to say no. Prior top form, in top form. Just have now, what there? You need to transport or translate that angle of your life into the marriage.
Yeah.
Now, remember, be we fail to keep that attitude. Tell you single, no discipline, to marriage because we feel like it's not going to say a man and I'm yet but you need to understand that to be romantic is how you live your life.
Yes, sir.
Not what you say with your mouth. And I'm here single and I'm the woman with I need to sustain it by self-discipline. It is called conscious effort or effortness. You need to make up your mind that at the end, mayor. And yes, how do we are? You can just be lazy. I'm telling you this. You can be very at a point. But one day here, I was so lazy. I will not sweep. I will not clean because I felt like Obi Beye. Obi Anya Sabi, my house get Beye. Obi, somebody is there to do it. Why do I worry myself? Why?
Yeah.
And suddenly I realized that no, this is not me. Every man watching me must understand that maybe thank you. Send you now crowd. I watch him, but I know what you are. Sir, I genuinely that room now forward. Apart from changing from bad character and attitude, so I would discipline life. Say we are neat, we got it twice a day, we see your punches. Keep it. Don't leave it to the hands of a woman alone. At least you need to be a husband.
Yeah.
Somebody who is able to put things together. And so a member baby jaye. I feel say because you're a lazy man. So it's one lesson. Number 2. So you soon our dear pan there.
Okay.
Because it is, look, I believe spiritual things and I also believe physical things. It could be possible that soon this guy is married to the mother or the mother is married to the guy spiritually. No, we shouldn't play games here. About to me, but I mean, I want anybody soon. And I say, abofran wa wadi ma me no sumsum. Number 1. Number 2, ebetumi aba say ma me ne ba no they have a bond. In other words,
onu kwa ne akoda.
Onu kwa ne ba. So I'm looking at the two. Onu kwa ne ba, but ebetumi ware wo mama wo sumsum. I'm a man of God, I'm telling you this, it happens.
Okay.
Onu kwa ne ba, oni was a spiritual bond no.
Okay.
A positive one of course. Oma transfer so they have been glued together.
Yeah. Glue.
That harmony, that oneness, that unity has been there for very, a long years.
Yeah.
Breaking that cord, it's not easy. But the mother should understand, the gentleman must understand that if I am not ready to put another woman in my house, then I should keep myself with my mother. So once you make that transition, you make up your mind that me free her. You must understand that you are not same with your mother anymore. Every love you had for your mother now must be transported to the woman. Eti oda me wama me maame, oda me donwo, agro me ni die, makofo oba afufra otese me maame. Eti odo bia me wama me maame bia me de ba ha. If you fail to do that, then you are still a boy. Now, the problem I have is that the guy listens to the mother than the wife. How can you have a good marriage, a successful marriage, when your mother is the head of the family? Think. The mother is the head, the boy is the tail, and the wife is the leg. And the man must be the head, the priest of the family.
Dominion.
Have dominion, take charge, control the affairs of the house.
True.
That is the authority. Now, Berman authority has been given to the mother. So, what the mother says to the boy, so I didn't say man, the boy is what the boy does. So, the wife is looking at the man. The mother is looking at the boy. So, now, the wife is struggling. Because I thought he's a husband, a man. My mother says, you are still my son, a boy. Now, so, obefia or your man, according to my or your boy. And boys can easily be influenced, but men are decision makers.
Yes, sir.
The problem with the man is that he's still a baby mentally. Immaturity is killing him.
True.
So what should the lady do? Number 1, or see what counselor so the first thing, step, and there was a man, lady wasn't a counselor, wasn't pastors. I'm sorry. The first decision, now the first step, and that was so funny. Say the lady should have been able to talk to her parents. The parents say, this is what I'm facing. The parents are matured enough. They have a little experience. They will encourage you first. You come back to the mommy. Now the parents with their daughter or the parents alone can go and talk to the guy's mother and say, it's a baby. Yabana be complain. Say, send your nan over. It's yes, yes. You saw Baba Copeno. Say, ni say, no, you saw Don. No, so care best. Send your mawadi. I know it's not easy for you. Send your baby to say, no, send your mawadi. Your docasa, much papa ne mamma no more. Could your body, papa mamma, Sabi, or many daho. Don't be on my chomsa bobra. Don't come go, hey, Jabana, for. Hey, no. So once they go to do that, mammy, anybody took me up and say, hey, and yet, then she can change. But it looks like the woman jumped out of anxiety, worry, James counselor. Look, the first people to settle marital issues are not counselors, are not even pastors, are parents. Tina what your parents in the original what not the pastor. The pastor only comes to do one or two officiating or something. Indeed, so parents so not the so as so for them now we the guy can even rebel. Bem one sorry. One pass of some one can rebel say today. Maybe because I stop to be catch say and then what they are say makwabonti. That means that umbumion work menimase and no cry maybe I also can rebel against the wife and say work menimase. But when parents are in, oh please, Again, they will come beba from kakra. So I will encourage the lady. Go to your parents. Tell them that for 3 years, this is what you have experienced, you've gone through. It has on report to mom, but the JB Krana or report to mama. They will tell her yanteda. It's you they call kakra no aba. Ni na echi on swallow pain. Na on training my men papa. Enko hu bema no ne ma men de papa say be ni papa ewua ne ma men ti ase ma men na wa boy na ye boy no na omne na kasa omne de kasa for sure. I mean oye mentally sound and okay, she will understand that human beings came to talk to her and that is not the right way. By the fear of God and the grace of God, I think the son will be okay.
How many times should a mother-in-law or like family be calling a spouse?
Let me tell you this. Let's forget about the relationship between the boy and the mother. Okay. That is the husband and the mother. I mean, the fact that you are married to a woman doesn't mean you need to disconnect and disassociate yourself from your family. They are still your family. Some BBC, you rely on your family as well. At any point in time, by phone call, and I repeat, at any point in time, by phone call, not by going there, by phone call, your family is permitted to call you. Okay. Talk to you, mommy, mommy, papa, unianum, they can call. But they should also, be wise enough to understand that now you are not alone. You are with a woman, therefore, communication with you, the intensity of it must be limited.
Okay.
Because two a woman, or say, but from the ever so many in you, no more if you are most still your brother. And you was a bear man. So I'm sorry. Course in because chale too much. I can't focus on my family. This is a mentally matured, strong man.
Okay.
Other than that, so for me, the answer is at any time.
You can communicate. There is nothing wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong.
But and yet,
Debbie.
There's nothing wrong.
Also, he calls him my friend every day.
But also, time limit in tone. Mommy, time limited down say 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And no, it basically once a while. It's okay because if you are not sabi emergency BBSC and we are far bad. So no you're dawa na jo why now mommy afre okasa baba na before. I think that then your mother is going far. So there should be a limit to it. Nevertheless,
if you be what they be uncommon to say me feel say uncommon.
Yeah, yeah, but then you want him. Why? Eja kron yesa. Why him? On your mommy mom yesa. Why him? Hey, there be bro what's why him?
Okay. So I think that phone calls and a counselor amayati asiane there is nothing wrong with it. Ye obane to de be a man muntu mobo. Kai hunu se be man wan kwa kofa na free baby na ade ba you or there busuam enti eno na counselor amayati asiane nipa na wo receive calls no na kire se watu ne ho fo na ankoye se ase ya abroso onkomo aduru na afi wo ne wo yire bedi nkomo na afi na kobo afie nkomo ana akofa nse bebe aba enti ni nyina no na ya hwe pepepe. It's the second story and ye dia to jare the last story for the night. It's a very interesting one abusuafo na chese ni nyina na de wadwenkyere enso ediaba na ye nyina yetimi eto ye hofo pepepe. Good evening, Valerie. I bring you greetings. I don't know, but tonight I am sure I'm going to make more enemies than friends. But this is my problem, and I feel it's about time counselor also makes us understand or know how to go about certain things of such nature. It's basically about my sexual life in marriage. What is happening at the moment is before marriage, we decided to be celibate. We decided to stay off each other before the big day itself. And after marriage, I must say, it is something I don't know how to actually go about it. But basically, I just want you to understand that my husband is very, very active sexually. My husband loves sex. He loves sex. I don't know how to explain it. And for some reason, I find it very, very, very offensive. I find it very problematic for him to like it to such brim. In the 7 days, we could go as much as 365 for the year. It may sound very, very awkward, but that is basically the truth. And apart from him loving sex to the brim, he's somebody who is very touchy. He loves to touch women. He loves to touch you in every way possible. Val, me kunu pe atari. Just what I spell it wochi edi amame. When you're cooking, he's touching you. He's holding your breast. He's holding your buttocks. Okay. He's holding every part of you. I don't have any problem with all that he's doing. But how do I contain this? I want to save my marriage, but I get tired sometimes. What should I do?
Wait a minute, sister, we're ungrateful.
Hey, I didn't counselor.
Yan talent mo apwe. Yeah, ma. Ya talent so apwe. Man kasa den na mo pe wo wiase sese mo kire. Wonu aduane na because say hola. Obeje aduane na ba holo. Koyoni baby. Unye romantic.
Na sese ye kan asem. Ye nka de wo kan ye ho asem.
Hey, lessons in the story. Hey, and then you afa ya mama. Yambe mo na mo ye aduane a otumi gye aduane skin kura so de be wo me na wa ba ho oni baby onya romantic kura wo saso for mema omo yire no mo duane no mo giro mo che kitchen wo de so onya hwimpa ba be gina me che na mo koni bi nko ni gene bi nko ni and I be bomb me nkomo something small so you can't do it.
Okay, yeah.
Jack aba kitchen wo se wo no na che kitchen ho ana o tafreta fro ho no gina wo nche eno so wo be do se ye nya mo dan.
They were celibate.
Yeah, one on tea. O sasofo bi kwa atwea e dey abiri. E ko bomba se awrade ma bi ku ma mi o. Allah akbar. Ma mo ko mo se awrade mi ku no mi o. Wo dey umpa ye kra o mo obi. Na ye ben wa. And so
what kokokra no wa
papa ye on twe no ho 1 month. O san be kitchen ho and our bathroom and our hall and our bedroom. Do you know you have changed? You have really changed. This is not how you used to be. You know, when we got married, you used to tough me. You used to come close.
This is her problem. How does she deal with a man like that?
Hey. Where's your problem? Where's your testimony? You must go to church and thank God that God has given you a good husband like that. A sweet, romantic, sexy.
Oh, you'll be I said, Nipa Tare no baby, another one year and
yes, sister. No.
We have people like that. Let us address the issue.
So, what the Brunia? Oh, what the Brunia? Help Sahama. Oh, what the Brunia? Oh, what the Bruni Bema? And I own and talent. You come at the end, you try to come at oh, China brand, you print them. You said dance and there be neat time. But the Bruni don't know what do or that. Sister, I have someone about it. I never tell you 24/7 Otalo Tareum. And yes, Otalo just because of sex. But Otaro, because of the love and that affection between the two of you, that be opposite of feeling belonged, loved, and appreciated. Now, young can't be being Sandy Kakra.
Yes, sir.
Woman, the problem no you. You couldn't be banned. But for me, in marriage, there should not be secrecy, but there should be privacy.
Yes.
In other words, sometimes as a man, you try to let your wife be. It depends. So allow her, especially when you see she is in her flow, and then her mood swing and few things are, don't force yourself on her. Chin, and yet you set time in the flow. Echo, women change. Women are not same. Oboko when the flow must stop and agro, or you giddy, or you hype. Oboko when the flow must be bono, be behind the time. So if you're a man, you need to study your wife. Study the woman you are dealing with. If you get to know her, nothing about her becomes a problem for you. Take your time, know a woman well. If you're able to study the chemistry of your woman, you don't have any problem from her head to the sole of her feet. Because you know her moves. So sometimes you don't even know she's in her flow. But by looking at her attitude, you can predict. Say, when you're flow, see, not because of...
By even hearing her voice, you could know that this woman is honey.
That is not... So, Number doing I do honey buy. Oh, wow, honey. So you need to learn and then study the chemistry, the body language of a woman, including her sex tips. That she doesn't tell you she needs sex. She wants you to make love to her by how she even dress, her night, a particular nightie, how she crosses your path, how she walks in there where you sit, you know, how she behaves, the way she's moving you from the hall to the bedroom. She'll tell you that this time, you know, she comes and go like, me kodo umma. Because no akoda one was number me train. You know, you must know your woman well. So for me, I think that at a point a man must be able to give that privacy, depending on the atmosphere of that woman. Nevertheless, it's beautiful for your husband to be close to you. It helps you build a bond. So women should appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of people will go like, hey, sister, you should be you know. Yeah, baby, when you be outside, you know. So I will encourage you, please keep that bond because it's a good one. It will help you. And my bear man cannot even easily cheat, flirt, play, because all he knows
is you.
Thank you. Number 2, I had a problem with sexual libido. Or say, a crofobia bumpire or
365 times in a week.
No,
any exaggeration. No.
There are men are homosexual libido is very high. That a day, they can really make love to you 2 or 3 times every day, and they won't give up. It's not like they are on drugs, they are on this aphrodisiac. That's how they are. Do them pure person, them pure person. But sister, on the you. Ebi 2, 3, 4 months no munya bi o. I almost saying I mean every for report or me now yo me cover from me 2 months yo 3 months yo ebi there 3 years 5 years 15 years the kunin in die ma obano the sexual you know edge in a woo. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is sister and conference about sister, the truth is that it is not every day that a woman is in the mood for that, you know, that game. Now, when a woman is not prepared mentally, psychologically, emotionally for sex, and then you push her to sex, what happens is that you hurt her feeling. She doesn't enjoy what you're doing. She's only in the act and in the play of the sex mood. And you don't say, me na quiet to say, and a lot of husbands can blame their wives and say, I don't want for me. I don't know before fresh. I didn't know men know better. So to avoid some of these things, there are many women in our bedrooms. They are keeping the pain. Our money couldn't it every day. But every man must also understand that sometimes allow your wife to rest. Her body is not a machine. If an even machine must go for service. There be our sex. At a point she get. I'm about the body of a woman. When you buy a sex, she doesn't enjoy you again. Everything about the sex is normal. The body language to you has become used to your body language so much that he knows that an ajone may be there. So it is a normal routine that every night
it's a responsibility.
It's like I am doing because I am your wife. Other than that, you go out there. But even though you are sexually very active, are you telling me that there be our demand only one that 2 days and you will die? No. Okay. So then it comes into play that self-control is one of the qualities of a husband. Every husband, a husband who cannot exercise self-control. There be other man, that one for man who just 2 days. No amount chop money, no to two for no, this is not a good act. Then it can be that this man can go out and sleep with somebody else.
Oh, okay.
So we are encouraging the woman and sometimes a year. But the man must understand that it's not every day a woman is in the mood for that. Okay. Number 2, the sexual libido, if it is high, control it. Within under 1-2 days, you won't die because you already do it all the time. And yes, her body chemistry will become used to you and it won't work. She's dry, she's not wet, she doesn't get her orgasm, and trust me, she can cheat.
Okay.
Because then she's going to look for something new that will make her feel good because I know and get the beer. So if you're a man, be careful how you treat your wife. It shouldn't be every day. But if you want to do it every day, why not?
If he wants to do it every day, what does this woman do? Obana onya day na wone bema no senya bema no waha wono no waha no woti mene na ba behia sa.
Okay, so a lot of women doesn't really like sex. They prefer romance kisses, touch, foreplay, more than even sex. Obetumi body play and ho aba. Sex on person obe penetrate. But you see, let me say this to every man watching me. Please, men, listen. Sex is not just about penetration.
Yes, please.
You can one day try. One day try. Play romance. Sometimes kiss her, take your time, suck her breast, play on her, you know, romance her, let her get wet. You can use your hand on her. You know, there are many things to do. You know, na ayabasa, na yetibi, ne waba, wa pampano, wa mwano, na wada. I'm watching. I've done to me a penetration. Now the idea, there be, and we okay, better than my okay. So waba better than my okay, and I wanna better than just the be actually no, at least sometimes change the system so that something new be introduced. It makes the marriage work.
Something
beautiful.
New, know the chemistry, know the body of a woman. Now, when the way a bibia ebesibi ako, bisi hey, me prayer topic pa no ba ye prayer warrior issues. Say ya some more akofa some bebre aba. And some me and ye to me I discuss it. They didn't kind ye oba warrior for ne kunu wabrochire. To say adum bi aso almost a government. And no me ko ye pepepe. Inti nature say abantria wo muka. Na bema no esan say abantria oba ne ka nam nkwada wo mo woni nti no bema no kire say won kɔ no waba akoye nsempie abusuafo frɛ ne dia ene wo bi ene wugya ne dia father of all nations, Father Christmas oya ade enso se pa se wono nko ane diem nipa wo be no wonya kapre eno na eya ade a oba no hu ne se eha no afei so ne eto aso aye ne ho the mommy's ball question na kire say be ma obedware kura na just an obey in na ase ba kura e bi kura de fa na ase ba so ansa na be mai wo be ba kwa akoye de obey wo be ba kwa akoye nsempi maami fra no wo frɛ ne be ni nyina no eye adepa eboa wa wadiem sisi anu won fa ho onye den eno na counselor so ede ehumu aye ede atudwa na afa so de atwato wo se sex and marriage sana mato ne din ai wo se wokunu atare enya asem ketwa solid tape ye why just water ho pampe ni wura no oye miwura efise owurawura akofa nsem bebre ede abre no eno no wonye den wo kwan be so no obefa so obehwe ama bibia akosi so ama normal akoso kama na kire se wo de wonsem aba na ye de ni nyina so ahyehye so pepepe
me final word in this ubetumi adjoin family matters of the heart family ubetumi adjoin or telegram o telegram ulodu and download telegram now call send me hello me do be page no ubetumi aframe me was 0244 515544 0244 515544 die twato obeso di mechi social media handles ni nyina achi a obo dy Donkoh no ends with h donkoh medasi